Today's lesson is going to explore adding with mixed numbers. For the first example, we're going to add 2 and 5/7 plus 1 and 11/14. So in order to add fractions, just like adding and subtracting, we need to get a common denominator. So we'll write out the multiples of 7, 14, 21, and you should see that all we need to do is change this fraction. So we need to multiply it by 2, and we get 2 and 10/14 plus 1 and 11/14. So your first step is to add your whole numbers. 2 plus 1 is 3, and then you need to add to that the sum of the fractions. So 10/14 plus 11/14 is 21/14. But you should notice that this is an improper fraction. So our next step is to change that to a mixed number. 3 plus 14 fits into 21 one time with 7/14 left over. So if we add our whole numbers now, we actually have 4 and 7/14. But you should all notice by now that 7/14 is not in simplest form. So we need to divide both numbers by a common factor, which is 7. So when you reduce that fraction, you end up with 4 whole ones and 1/2. And that is your final answer. For the next example, 5 and 1/2 plus 3 and 2/3, we're going to use a different method. And for this method, your first step is to change your mixed numbers to improper fractions. So to do that, you just do 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11/2, plus, and we also need to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11/3. And as you can see, we have different denominators. So our next step is to find the common multiple of 2 and 3. So the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. And the multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, and so on. So you can see here that 6 is the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. So we have to multiply this fraction by 3 and multiply this fraction by 2. To give you 33/6 plus 22/6. 33/6 plus 22/6 is 55/6. And you should change your improper fraction to a mixed number. 6 fits into 55 9 times with 1/6 left over. And that answer is in simplest form.